There's No Antimemetics Division is a mind-bending science fiction thriller rooted in the SCP Foundation mythos. It explores the terrifying concept of antimemes, ideas so dangerous that they erase themselves from memory, making them nearly impossible to fight. This novel is equal parts horror, satire, and philosophical puzzle. The novel begins with the unsettling premise. Antimemes exist, and they are ideas, entities, or phenomena that actively resist being remembered or recorded. Unlike memes, which spread virally, antimemes vanish from consciousness the moment they are perceived. This makes them uniquely dangerous. How do you fight something you cannot remember? The story follows Agent Marion Wheeler, a member of the SCP Foundation's secretive Antimemetics Division. Her job is to combat threats that no one else can even recall. Wheeler is portrayed as brilliant, pragmatic, and deeply burdened by the impossible nature of her work. She must rely on elaborate systems of notes, recordings, and mental tricks to retain even fragments of knowledge about antimemetic entities. The narrative unfolds in a series of surreal, disorienting encounters. Wheeler and her team battle creatures and concepts that erase themselves from memory, forcing them to improvise strategies that often feel futile. The novel thrives on paradox. The more dangerous the antimem, the less anyone can remember it exists. One of the most chilling aspects is the psychological toll. Wheeler struggles with isolation, knowing that her colleagues and even her own mind cannot retain the truth of her battles. The division itself is paradoxical. Officially, it does not exist, because its enemies erase all evidence of its existence. This creates a haunting meta-layer where the reader, too, questions what they can trust. The climax builds around a catastrophic antimemetic outbreak, threatening not just the Foundation, but humanity itself. Wheeler must confront the limits of memory, identity, and sacrifice, making choices that blur the line between survival and annihilation. The resolution is ambiguous, reflecting the novel's central theme. Some battles cannot be won in the traditional sense. Instead, survival depends on resilience, creativity, and the willingness to fight even when the enemy cannot be remembered. Themes: memory and identity. The novel explores how memory defines reality and selfhood. Paradox and futility. Fighting antimemes is inherently impossible, yet necessary. Isolation and sacrifice. Wheeler's burden highlights the loneliness of impossible duty. Satire of bureaucracy. The Foundation's secrecy and absurd protocols mirror real institutions. Philosophical horror. The terror lies not in monsters, but in the fragility of perception. Style and reception. qntm's prose is cerebral, unsettling, and darkly humorous, blending horror with satire. Fans praise the novel as one of the most innovative works to emerge from the SCP community, calling it Lovecraftian horror for the digital age. It has been described as both terrifying and thought-provoking, appealing to readers who enjoy experimental science fiction. Bottom line, There Is No Antimemetics Division is a surreal, terrifying exploration of memory, perception, and the limits of human understanding, perfect for SCP lore and philosophical science fiction.